Welcome back to the NDS. The choice of track is Euro Speedway, and here is the starting lineup. Remember, it's trying to see who gets into the All-Star race. The top 3 drivers from real, top 3 drivers from fantasy, and 1 fan vote from each group. So it's like multi-class racing, with drivers with 3-digit displays being fantasy drivers for easier distinction. And Kyle D on pole for the Open. Green flag to kick us off. Already see the moves being made. Misty Viper back there, wanting to go 3. Jerry qualified well. Let's see if he could do anything with it. Looks like the top 2 lanes might be trying to launch off a 1 here. 66 fucking Ringo, dude. Driving it in pretty good. KSS BSS has to regroup, rethink his strategy. Travis Scott caught in the middle there. At number 3. The 50 of the Puff racing. Good so far. That's him. Down low. Just keeping your eye on first, second, and third there. KSS BSS is in 4th, but he's trying to rush to get up the front. Everyone's trying to make their move through the corner. Sometimes you slide up a bit. The 54 of Seto going all the way up into the wall. Unfortunate. It kind of got stuck there like glue, and the 54 just fell way the fuck back. You have some drivers trying to work their way into the top 3 from real. 71 of Frosty Wusky giving this race his best drive so far. We'll see what he's got. As Landon has fallen to 4th. Misty Viper way up the track. That time by. The top 2 kind of pulled away. Good for them. This mid-battle here. 71. That's the 31, actually. A couple drivers kind of losing the corner there. Into the wall. Falling back. Landon kind of sitting 4th right now. He is just doing what he needs to do to get by. Nothing more, nothing less. Actually, needs 1 more spot, but thank you. Take a look at those fantasy drivers currently trying to make the fantasy split. Dirtman 5 has taken command here, while the Puff, Fred Jones, and Travis Scott are 3 drivers fighting for 2 spots. The 50 of the Puff goes way up the track. Catches a bit of the wall, so Travis Scott gets by for that 3rd spot there. Keep an eye on that 13 of Spock. He's not going to take this one lying down. There's a lot of different radius corners providing a challenge here. Fred Jones is kind of puts a gap between him and Dirtman 5 having a good run so far. They're both really good this season. Laundry Sauce all the way up into the wall. And meanwhile, back up front, this is a battle for the lead. The 66 of fucking Ringo, dude. Giving Kyle D a run for his money. These 2 fringe playoff contenders are putting in work. And KSS BSS wants to make his name known as well. Top 3, y'all here. They've pulled away. And all 3 would easily transfer through. But it's not as easy as that. They want to win. Because with some new rules handed down, the position you finish in the Open actually contributes to qualifying in the All-Star race for the guys who make it from the Open. So that'll be very interesting to see. KSSBSS has rocked his way to the lead, and they're all still kind of like shifting around in the top three for those positions here. The 66 keeping a good run, as they're just kind of leaving Landon behind, which is exactly what you want. 43 leads off with 3. Let's take a look at that fantasy split while we're here. As holy shit. Who's got it now? I think it's Travis Scott, Star, and Spock as we see the 38 hit the wall. Everyone's still on track. Fantasy drivers all over the fucking place. And the top 3 in fantasy all lined up right near each other. Travis Scott. Open up a little bit. Spock is at 13 running just really good right now. You have to watch your competitors from pretty much all different walks of life here. Turn 1, the 41 is going up track this time. Catches it right before contact with the wall, but Joe Mama, Dirtman 5 are going to capitalize on that. Meanwhile, Landon has actually run down these top 3. The 19 is looking for that spot. This run's been going on for a little bit. Yeah, I think some of these guys are tired, but you should be able to stay out, like not pit all the way. Pitting's for the All-Star race, not the Open. The 66 trying to just rotate a little bit better than those guys in front to make up ground, but not sure what it's going to be. Landon there, keeping a check. Travis Scott, Spock, Joe Mama. Currently the top 3 in fantasy. And now at the back bumper, Kyle D, you got to play both offense and defense at the same time, which could be really difficult for the 66 team. They're all 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 71 of Frosty Wusky even wants in on this battle here to make up those spots needed. .66 right in there. Just not able to keep the same speed as Landon might try the high side. I think Landon took a little bit too much time to get around there. As Kyle D going for the lead. 3 wide. 66 is going to put it in. Not quite get there, though. He tried the move. Just wanting to pass some of these guys. Absolutely what he needs. Just make a pass. Just put some daylight between you and that cut line for the top 3. Although not much daylight to be had even for the leader, as he's got everybody right up his ass. Right up his ass. Driving the corner well. Kyle D can maintain there and actually keep that positive momentum going. That's what he wants to see. Keep that line moving along. It's been about halfway through this race already. Fantasy split looks like Razor, Dirtman 5, Travis Scott. This is a different battle altogether. Plenty of traffic. You see Iris hit the wall back there. Several drivers getting runs on each other. This is kind of just near the backside of the top 10 here. Misty Viper fell off really hard. He kind of not having a good drive here. Back up front, Kyle D and KSS are the two fighting for it. Landon going way up the track. Everyone's a little higher up on the track. And we'll have our first caution, so we'll race back to the line. But this is, if you're a type like CS Fastlane 11, a Born Ready, even a Jerry, you're wanting to see this caution. The top three getting back to the line. So they're going to be coming in 1, 2, 3. We'll take a look at what the caution is for as we see the pace car getting some breathing room here. I think this is about it. Caution is for the 62 of Darkest Presence. And what the fuck? Okay, so Darkest Presence and Wolf Van Halen, they were racing in the back, both of them way in the back. The 21 and the 62 make contact off of turn 2. And they both catch it way in the grass. The problem is there's just so much, not a lot of grip and too much turning that needs to be done. So they both try and just angle it there, and they both just pound the wall with their right sides. The 62 is pretty much destroyed. The 21's going to try and salvage something, but I don't think he's got it. Meanwhile, as we see up front, Kyle D leading this thing. We're within range where one more caution would end the race. The top three drivers in the real split are Kyle D, KSSBSS, fucking Ringo dude. The top three drivers in the fantasy split are Razor, Travis Scott, and Dirtman 5. 31 cars on track back to Wolf Van Halen as the 62 is out of the race. It's going to be about a 5-lap deal here to either attack or defend to get in. Top 10 back to Gamma. Like, there are some drivers here that you might not think is contenders, but could honestly come to life pretty late here. It's all about what happens in front of them. This could be some moments to make some big moves to get into a big race. As we take the green flag. 5 to go. What lane you want to jump? What lane you want to go? I think the top few trying to play it safe, while others might want to try to make more aggressive moves. Kyle D's up the track a bit. Where's the 71 going to push? The 71 needs that position. Where's he going to get it from? And Landon sitting there in 5th doing himself a job. The 43's up high. That could be a problem for him. That could be the thing he does not want to see. '71 walked it up. I think CS Fast and 11 might be right where he needs to be. He's looking down. He's looking for the move. He just needs to clear this 3 wide and then get that one more spot from the 43. He's up a track. Kyle D kind of just having a really good open right now. Look at the 19 switching up CS. And remember, the 43 is holding third right now, so anyone can get this spot from them if they run it their cards just right. 71 not doing that corner too brightly. CS right into position where he needs to be. He got 86 to 50 and a 13 on fantasy. But they're still fighting like hell back there. It could be anyone's game. Like, look at all this mess right here. Now the 14 in position, the final one, trying to defend from the 50. Cars up the track. The Puff not quite able to use that corner the way he wants to. And there's a huge pack behind the 50 as well. Oh my gosh. I wish we had split. I wish we kind of had double camera for this one. Born Ready making one last charge. I don't think it's going to be enough. The 11 and the 43 are what they're fighting here. Meanwhile, the 2, the 3, and the 14 make their way clear. Here comes the 41. 2 to go. Let's split back here. They're right on each other's bumpers for this spot. KSS, BSS, and CS Fast in 11. They know what they've got to do. Can the 11 force a move here? Just trying to rotate a little bit lower. Not sure if that's going to be enough. Oh, going into the 3. We'll stick with this battle for now. I think the 41's got it clear, though. All right. Checking in, I think Razor's got the clearance from the other fantasy drivers. They're battling each other. But 2, 3, 41 might be the fantasy drivers to win. We're on the final lap right now. Here it comes. The 43. Can he hang on? A little bit high for both the 43 and the 66. Kyle D's pretty much got it made. The big separation between the top 3 in fantasy. Kind of anticlimactic, but it is what it is. They're right all there. Second, third, fourth. Top 3 get in. CS Fast in 11. One more move to make. They all defend. Kyle D's going to win. It won't be enough for the 11. The top 3 in real. And top 3 in fantasy as well. What a race. What an event. Just waiting for him to finish up there. Okay. Your transfers. Kyle D. Fucking Ringo, dude. KSS BSS. Congratulations. Also, Joe Mama, Travis Scott, and Razor are all in. And now it is time to reveal the fan vote drivers. The real fan vote driver getting in is convincingly Dabi-san. Very well done. And the fan vote fantasy driver, it was a 3-way tie. We'll look at the extended results here as we scroll down. By virtue of tiebreaker, the fan vote winner is Queso. That was a close one, as one of his fellow tiebreaker drivers just barely missed. So that is the field for the All-Star race. We will see you then.